Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, 18 minutes after 9 o'clock on this Friday morning without Mike Winters. And joining us in studio from the city of Roswell, Miss Kathy Lay. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome. So I have to call it what I know it by, and that is the Rita Kane Dorhofer School of Visual Aids on the radio. Because
yes.
Miss Rita has always been known for, if she's coming on your show, she's going to bring something visual. Even though when I used to work in a radio station that didn't have
You can't
cameras,
see it. Right.
she would always bring visual aids.
Wait a minute. When you used to work at a radio
When I
station?
used to work at another radio station.
But I mean, isn't this a radio station?
At this point,
you still do work at a radio station.
At this point, I'm pretty sure we're a TV station.
Oh, okay. You're both.
I never thought I would come.
I'm sorry. I should cut you some slack. I hear it's been a morning.
Oh, it's been crazy. But I never thought I would come to a point in my career where I had to be camera ready at 7 a.m. That's not what I got into radio for. I got a radio for jeans and T-shirts.
Come and work in jammies, right?
Exactly.
Nobody knows.
So I just had to make camera ready a whole new different thing.
I
It's
see.
my own camera.
I gotcha.
But
Yes, I brought visual aids just like Rita.
Yeah, you brought all kinds of cool stuff. So
I did.
So it looks like you guys are going to be getting crafty here in the very near future.
I am. I'll do it. Shall we do it chronologically or should we start with visual aids?
Let's go ahead and do it chronologically.
Okay.
We'll leave people wondering about all this cool stuff.
Okay, okie dokie. The first thing that I will tell you about is I'm here for Keep Roswell Beautiful.
Yes.
And we did receive our grant funding this year. We got a wonderful grant from the state. It's funding a lot of different projects. Some of the stuff that I can do, I want to kind of get the word out. I was invited to come this weekend to set up a table for Keep Roswell Beautiful at the First Responders Bash.
Oh, great.
It's at the Chaves County Courthouse lawn. No. Chaves County Sheriff's Office. I always want to say Courthouse lawn.
Okay, so
it's
One
the
St. Mary's
Sheriff's
place.
Yep, One St. Mary's
Gotcha.
place. It's out there across from like Big R, Dion's, Salvation Army, kind of in that middle triangle there where the main street splits off.
They always do a big bash there every year. La Casa has a lot of
they
presents
have a
out
lot
there.
of different things.
They're going to be doing hot dogs, I think.
Yeah, they're going to have snacks. I've got the flyer that's from it. They're doing it for a blood drive. They're going to be doing CPR class. They're going to be doing Stop the Bleed class. They're going to have snacks, games, all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
I will be there for Keep Roswell Beautiful.
Okay.
And I know the Walk for Hope is coming up. You guys go do the Walk for Hope and then stop on your way back over by the Chaves County Sheriff's Office and check in there. I will have a table set up with all kinds of information about programs and activities that Keep Roswell Beautiful is going to be doing. I'll have a few things to give away. I haven't got since we just recently got our funding, we haven't got to order as many of our incentives and fun stuff yet.
Sure.
So I'll have some to give away, but I'll have all kinds of information and flyers. So if anything you hear me talk about, you want to know more about, and you happen to be stopping out that direction, come by and see me and I can give you all the lowdown and tell you even more and give you flyers and information about it. But that's where I'll be. It is going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
on October 1st, Saturday. That's this coming Saturday at the Chaves County Sheriff's Office. That is 1 St. Mary's Place.
Yes.
That's the first thing that I'm going to be doing. I've got 3 weekends in a row, boom, 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 literally one right after the other that I'll be setting up a table.
You just don't like sleep, do you?
Well,
are you against it?
I'm not actually like trying to do this.
Do you have like a Freddy Krueger situation? You're like
I'm
a dude in
afraid
a
to go to
striped
bed at
shirt
night.
in your dreams?
No. I just get real hyper and excited about doing this stuff. But I'm actually going to take off my Mondays instead of my Saturdays. So I have a Sunday, Monday weekend for the next 3 weeks. It's going to be my weekend.
If you got to take a day off, Monday's the best day to do it.
Isn't that a good day to take off? So then I can actually think, oh, this is a nice Monday. Actually, it's funny because I was driving into work thinking yesterday, no, I'm sorry. It was Wednesday. I love my job because I got to go out and speak to the students at Berendo Middle School.
Oh, really?
And I got to do a presentation with the students, and it was so fun when I got out there. One of the kids was one of my kindergarten students that now is in middle school, big, tall, getting little whiskers. I'm like, oh my gosh, I taught this guy to read, and now he's like a man, and it was so sweet. He's my baby. It was fun.
I used to work when I was in college. I was actually studying to be an elementary school teacher, so my practicum was at the Child Development Center. Some of my 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, I saw their dad. This is like almost a decade after the fact, when they were in their teenagers.
Yes.
It's a mind blow.
It is. It's really because their face. You see their face, and you go, oh, I know that face, but it's on a big body now.
When you go away, your expectation is you're just going to stay that little forever, right?
I know.
They get big. It's crazy.
Yeah, they just outstrip you, taller than me and all this stuff. But I love my job. So Mondays aren't bad for me because I really love what I'm doing and I'm having fun. I've had fun since I was a teacher, I had fun with Main Street. I'm having fun with my job with Keep Russell Beautiful with the city. So I'm having a good time. Mondays are fun. But anyway, but it is nice to have a Monday off. My next Saturday activity is going to be October the 8th. That is going to be the Science and Art Festival. And I'm going to be joining the Roswell Museum. They are hosting it. They are having a big bash that day. It's going to be it's going to be at the convention center.
Yes, at the convention center from 10 to 4. I'm curious.
Correct.
Are they going to be running this in conjunction with Second Saturday at the Museum and Arts Center?
See, that is what they're doing for this time. If I'm not mistaken, this is kind of going to be filling that place, but they still do the second Saturdays. Last year, during COVID, they kind of backed off on some of these activities, and I don't believe they did the Science and Art Festival last year the same. But we did do a recycle event. We did it in November near Recycles Day, the National Recycle Day. Yes. But they had done it in the past. They did the recycling kind of activities combined with the Science and Art Festival. So since they're opening back up and doing the full-blown one this year, we are moving from November Recycles Day, and we're doing our recycle activity at the Science and Art Festival. Gotcha. So we kind of are partnering together. So that was second Saturday last year in November. This year we're doing it in October instead. So our recycle thing for Keep Russell Beautiful is coming up October the 8th. We are going to be doing, and that's why I have my little fun things. We're going to be doing recycle projects. You bring trash and turn it into a treasure. We're upcycling stuff. So I can show you some of the things that we're going to make and tell you what you need to do it. We will have a table. I will tell you now, it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. At the convention center.
It's absolutely free to get in.
Free to get in. Admission is free. Doing the activities is free. But I encourage you, I don't have a lot of junk. I've got the stuff to make it with. You bring your trash and I will help you turn it into treasure. That's awesome. This is a little tea light holder. I've got the little tea lights. They're these little like candles that are the LED lights. Then you use a milk bottle or milk jug, a gallon milk jug. I've got the patterns for the leaves. We'll have hot glue guns. We'll have glue. You use the lid for the middle, and then you cut the petals out of the milk jug, and then it will hold your little tea light, and it makes a really cute little flower.
That's so
tea
cool.
Light. Isn't that cool? And it keeps plastics out of the landfill and turns them into something fun. So you can make this.
And I'm curious. I brought this up off the air. I wonder, because it's made from that type of plastic. I bet those would float.
It's possible. And you could even take like bubble wrap or something. You could probably tape some bubble wrap on the bottom and stick them, and they would probably float even then.
Absolutely.
So you could make a little floating flowers if you wanted to, and they're plastic, so the water's not going to hurt them. They're made with hot glue, so it's not going to come unglued from getting wet. But anyway, this is one of the little projects you can make. It's very pretty, very simple. If you have a Tide milk jug, you can also make one of these, and you can put the little tea light inside of it. I don't know if you can see, I'll put it behind it, but it glows orange, and it's like, this is going to be October the 8th. So you can do a little, I don't know if there we go. You can kind of see it glows. Ooh. So you can see you can make that out of a Tide milk pod container and then put the little tea light inside again. We have black markers. We've got double-sided sticky tape. You can bring a magazine to color.
Keep it off for a second while we're doing the lights.
What I recommend is we've got black markers, but this I did by coloring a magazine page black. Like I drew it onto an old magazine page, and then you use the double-sided sticky tape to stick it on. So it's very good, very dark, very clear. It doesn't rub off. And then the light will shine through it like that. Makes a really good one. That's one of the things. We also take water bottles, and I've got shredded paper.
How many thousands of water bottles do we have? Because so one of my side hustles is I handle some deliveries. Every person I deliver to, I carry at least a 40-pack of water. 40-pack of water to.
Right.
So everybody's got 1,000 of these.
Tons of water bottles. So I came up with an idea of what to do with some of the water bottles. We have paper shredders at City Hall, obviously, that we shred all the paper. You have lots of paper, probably mail, all kinds of junk mail, things like that. Some of these I did with the paper shredder. I'm going to have a big trash bag full of shredded paper.
Okay.
And so you put it inside the water bottle. Again, you take a magazine page, draw the face, cut it out, double-sided tape, stick it on, and we have the little LED lights that you stick up inside, and it makes a really cute Halloween decoration that glows.
That is awesome.
You can make the little ghost out of this one. You can also make, and this one I literally did by just tearing up shredded paper. You can make a cute little Frankenstein. And then you glue the little face and the little hair on magazine page that you cut it out. I use just torn up green paper. We are going to have colored markers. So you can color the paper green and then tear it up and stick it in there.
Okay.
So that way you can do that, or bring magazines or bring old mail that you can use to do this with, and a water bottle. And the face, again, I just drew it on and cut it out. Another one that you can do is another type of little pumpkin one. And this one is with the face with the water bottle. And I will have tea lights. I will have glue, hot glue, double-sided tape, markers.
We just need to bring our water bottles,
milk
jugs,
magazines, milk jugs, Tide Pod containers. And then another craft activity that we have to make out of the magazines is I took the magazines and I cut. I've got little scalloped scissors. So you cut the little designs, glue a bunch of magazine pages together, pick a page that's really colorful, cut it out for the front, and then you put your we have magnets, we have hot glue, we have glue sticks. So you make your backing, make your cute little frame, and I've got a cutter that'll cut it out so you can make it like a frame and put your picture behind it.
Awesome.
Or you can glue your picture on the front, and you can make a really cute little refrigerator magnet. So, and that is a refrigerator magnet or a little framed magnet that you can put in your locker. So you can put a cute picture of yourself on your fridge for your mom, your dad, your family, or you can put your favorite band, group, friend, and put it in your locker and and we've got the magnets. We've got the glue sticks. Bring a magazine, bring some old paper or something that's colorful that you like, and bring a favorite picture, or you can even just make the magnet frame and then glue your picture on afterwards. But we'll have all the stuff to do the actual supply stuff. You bring the trash, and you can turn it into these really cute little craft projects.
Bring in your trash, and we'll make
trash to treasure. So that's what we're going to be doing, is showing people ideas to kind of upcycle their junk and to give them creative ideas to do
I like it. You did glaze over something. I got to go back real quick.
Yes.
So you said you're going to be providing the shredded papers.
Correct.
What's the city of Roswell hiding?
Nothing.
It seems like you have an awful lot of shredded documents here that you're providing for craft.
It's kind of like when I get back to the office and I have this and I've got this and I've got my flyers that are left over.
How many Mar-a-Lago documents are you shredding up and putting in crafts?
Listen, we're Roswell, right? We're hiding alien bodies, you think? Is that what you think?
I'm sure we're shredding confidential documentation.
We redact it first and then shred it. No, actually, we do receive, like, for example, I do receive volunteer applications that have people's private information, like their name, their phone number, their address. They sometimes bring me their application on paper. I shred that after I enter that into our system, where it's a secure system, because then we don't keep their personal information on file. I actually do utilize a shredder. Now, we're not going to be using things that's all mixed up and torn up. And some of the shredders, like the ones we use for really private information,
the crosscut,
they shred the crosscut. So it's little tiny.
So even if you're like Better Call Saul and you're sitting there trying to put... Okay.
I do the crosscut for the things that are really private, like that kind of private information from my volunteers.
Sure.
For the stuff that we have where we've got maybe applications for vendors or other things that we don't need to keep on file. For me, stuff that I use, I'll just run it through the shredder. And then we take this and we turn it into something fun.
I love it. That's
Isn't
such a cool
fun?
idea. And this is stuff that once you give the folks ideas, this is stuff you could do with your kids on weekends.
You can make these kinds of cute little tea light things and do them for different seasons.
For Christmas.
You can make snowmen, Santas. You can make cute little ones and then sit them out on the table, let the kids put them in the room for a nightlight. It's just a fun thing to do. Because you can put them over other things as far as just sitting around and stuff, because they look cute with or without the little light.
Yeah.
And they're just fun. And then when the kids get tired of them, you've used them for something else for a little while, and you've turned it into something for a little while. It's not that you're going to keep them forever, although I do keep my refrigerator magnets on my refrigerator for a very, very long time. But that's what we're doing on October the 8th. Trash to Treasure at the Science and Art Festival. Some of the stuff that's happening at the Science Art Festival, though, this is really cool. They're bringing Kate the chemist. She is apparently very well known. She does these stage presentations with all these cool science experiments.
I've actually seen her show. It's
impressive.
Amazing.
It's amazing. We have Explora coming. Explora is going to be there.
It's also one of my favorite places in Albuquerque.
Isn't that cool? Science Spectra is going to be there also. The New Mexico Military Institute is going to be presenting fun activities like giant bubbles, lightsaber cards, Roswell Recreation Department is going to have obstacle course, Wheels of Wonders Mobile Museum is going to be there. There's going to be a drone obstacle course by Airplay. They're going to do Chalk the Walk. If you go to the Roswell Museum's Facebook page, they have information about if you want to do an art project on one of the blocks of the sidewalk.
For chalk art, right?
Yep, and you can enter it to win a prize and stuff.
Awesome.
Chalk the Walk information is there. We're going to have the Trash to Treasures. There's going to be an all-day Tinkertown will be open for the little ones. It's funded by Excel Energy and the RMAC Foundation. So Excel Energy is helping to pay for, and the RMAC are paying for some of the stuff. They'll have all kinds of stuff that's going to be set up there. And so that is the information I've got. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see some of these craft activities. Keep Roswell Beautiful Facebook page. I've got the craft activities. I also have a link under those craft activities to the City of Roswell page that has information about this, about the Science and Art Festival. Also, it's on their header. But I'm going to give this to you, so you can, if you want all the information about that.
I got to tell you, I was listening to you talk, and as a father, I get so excited for stuff like this because it's my chance to kind of be a kid again and have the excuse, oh, no, I'm just doing this for my kids.
Of course.
I'm having a good time. I don't care if they're here or not. But I get away with it.
Yeah,
awesome.
the giant bubbles. No, I would never come out just to see giant bubbles. Oh, my kid just wants to see the giant bubbles. I'm not here to see Kate, the chemist, or to make fun crafts.
Sean, where are your kids? Yeah, I don't know. I'm over here making bubbles. I'm having they're fine. The big one's watching the little one. It's fine.
Yes. It's fun.
That's awesome. So that's going to be happening 1 week from tomorrow.
Correct.
The 8th at the Roswell Convention Center.
Correct.
10 to 4 p.m. It's going to be an absolute blast. And,
it will be fun. And bring your trash. Bring water bottles, Tide Pod containers, gallon milk jugs, magazines. If you saw one you specifically liked, try to bring the stuff you'll need for it, because I don't have like the Tide Pods. I only had one. I don't do that much laundry.
Right.
Okay. It's like I was hustling to use up my laundry pod so I could have my jug to make a sample. But water bottles are easy to come by. Sure. I'll have a few there, but I will have shredded paper and all that other fun stuff. So anyway, that's for this. The next thing I will tell you about is we do a community cleanup every fall, and we partner with the Hispano Chamber of Commerce. Okay. They also get sometimes sponsors for like the breakfast burritos and the apple pies, and Excel Energy is getting light bulbs for me, so they're getting light bulbs that I can give away. I will have the New Mexico Department of Transportation toss no moss car trash containers.
Do you know that I have not bought a light bulb in a calendar year because of the bulbs that are provided through usually Domino's Pizza? Yeah. I haven't bought a light bulb in over a year.
Yeah, and those last a long time anyway.
They really do.
They really, really, really last a long time. Cut your energy bill. Excel is so sweet to do this kind of stuff for me. I called them because once I got my grant funding and I know I'm ready to start moving forward on projects, I shot them an email and said, last year you gave us 700 boxes of light bulbs that I gave out all year. I did it to the students when I go talk in the classrooms. I do it at my cleanups to the volunteers as incentives. I take it to the Arbor Day tree giveaway that Keep Roswell Beautiful does. And I think I've already gotten like 6 invitations to go and speak in schools, 6 classes so far. And so I go into schools and I'll do presentations about the impact on the environment of plastics and litter and things to do. Yeah, the one I did this week was about volunteering, because I'm the volunteer and outreach coordinator. Volunteer opportunities within the city and some of that kind of stuff, and just kind of those are things I'll do for presentations. And I give those LED light bulbs and talk about energy, and reducing energy and stuff like that. Excel is going to be giving me light bulbs. I'll have those at the cleanup. I'm hoping to have my shopping toast by then, but I'll have some T-shirts to give that say "Keep Roswell Beautiful." Nice. So the volunteers will get goodies that come out to do the cleanup. It's going to be at Poe Corn Park.
Yes, right there next to the splash pad.
Correct. It is at where the splash pad is on 2nd Street. So if you're downtown by the UFO Museum and you head east on 2nd Street, go over the railroad tracks. There's like right out there, you'll see the little splash pad park. That's Poe Corn Park. It's 700 East 2nd Street. There's also a big ball field that's there. It butts up against the Hondo River Trail. So we're going to go up and down the river trail because stuff blowing into the waterways gets carried away. It's awful. It's close to the Boys and Girls Club in that area. So there's a lot of traffic with young people and stuff. So we want to just kind of spread out and clean up that part of the community there. We're going to work from 8:30 to to 10:30.
Okay.
And then you come back, we'll have roll-offs there. The sanitation department is going to leave us some great big roll-offs that day. They'll drop them off that day, pick them up, so that they'll just be there for a short time, and they're going to weigh them. So we'll know how much trash was collected that day, that morning. That's always nice to know. Bring your trash back, throw it in. When you come back from you're finished your cleanup, we'll have trash grabbers, trash bags, disposable gloves. We'll have safety vests that you can borrow. And so then that way you'll have all the supplies you need. You just need to show up in comfortable clothes, and we'll have everything you need to go do the cleanup and a place to throw it when you get back. And then the Hispano Chamber is going to have try to get the breakfast burritos and little kind of a breakfast snack before you go out. When you come back, they'll have a meal coupon for the first 50 people or for 50 volunteers, good for a free meal and drink. Then you can go have lunch afterwards. And so breakfast and lunch will be like taken care of, and you'll have some goodies to take away with you. But it'll also make a difference in our community. I have the event information on the Keep Roswell Beautiful Facebook page. So if you look under the events, you'll see the fall cleanup. And now you won't see the First Responders Bash because that's not my event. I'm just going to be there.
Right.
And you won't see the Science and Art Festival, but you'll see these on the post. It's in the post, but not under my events. But the cleanup is under my events, actually, because we're hosting that event.
Sure. So that's going to be happening October 15th.
Yes.
Starting at 8:30.
Correct.
And all kicks off at Pokhorn Park.
Correct.
Again, it's a great chance to to give back to the community, and I love the fact that and it was actually brought up last hour. We were sitting down chat with Miss Miss Amy that there's been a lot more focus put on Chihuahuita, on that area, and on the beautification of it.
Yes.
That's awesome to see
It is.
that area is finally getting a spotlight put on it, and some attention is being paid.
Yeah, it really excites me. It really does. In fact, I had a meeting this last week with the Hispano Chamber and with Job Corps and with a lady from Neighborhood Watch, who's one of our police, in our RPD, Roswell Police Department, and we were talking about their passion and their desire to do some beautification projects, and in Blackdom, that historic area, and in
Which we
Chihuahuita,
were also just talking about.
Yeah, and some of this kind of stuff, because those are historic areas of our community and part of our history, and so I love seeing that kind of interest. And Keep Roswell Beautiful is going to try to help work with getting cleanup supplies and coordinating to get like roll-offs when they want to do a cleanup from the sanitation department and some of that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And so anyway, we also got grant funding, like I mentioned before. One other thing I'll mention real quickly, one of the projects we did last year, we had 14 youth cleanups that were fundraiser projects.
Oh, okay.
This year I got enough grant money to do 20.
Wow.
So, and our money came in late. So I really wanted to get on the ball and get some youth cleanups done. The way this works is youth groups. And this year we're expanding the age. It was 11 to 17. This year it's going to be 11 to 25. So college groups, like some of the clubs that are at the college at EMUR or some of the trade schools. If you have youth groups that are 11 years old up to 25 years old in your youth group, that for the ones that are 18 to 25, it'd probably be NMUR or one of the schools that's out there by them that does the trade school. But the youth group, it could be a club, team, cheer club. It can be a church youth group. It can be a Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. If it's a young group, a traveling ball team, traveling cheer team, if it's a youth group, you gather 10 of your members. And I keep telling people, if you have 9 members, have someone bring a sibling that's that age group. Make up the 10 youth that are going to go out.
Get a ringer, basically.
Yep. Rope somebody in.
Is that Jose Canseco out there cleaning up trash? Hey, don't you worry about your stuff. I'll worry about what's going on over here, all right?
And then you need one adult for their minors, one adult for every 10 youth.
Okay.
And they go out and do a cleanup in a public area. I've got the forms they fill out. It's real simple forms. Just the name of the group, the date they're going to do it, where they're going to do it, the names of the kids that are doing it, parent signs permission if they're minors, and they go out and do the cleanup, and they count how many bags of trash they pick up. Okay. And then they fill out their little thing. I sign off on it. And we pay them $400.
Really?
So for 2-hour cleanup with 10 kids, they can earn $400 as a fundraiser.
That is an awesome way for a group to earn money for a trip that they're taking or any kind of plans they have.
If they're working on getting shirts, if they have a trip, like you say, if they want to do a big end of year bash for their group.
Hey, Goddard Band, I know you guys were looking for fundraising money. Are you guys listening?
Yes. If you need to raise funds as a youth group, you can do a 2-hour cleanup and earn $400. That's awesome. And the way it works is we can do one every calendar year.
Okay.
So if you've not already done one with me in 2022, now some of the youth groups did them last spring, so they've already done them in 2022.
Right.
Next spring, 2023, they could do it again.
Okay.
If we still have funds left, they can do them till I spend all my money. If you haven't done it with me before, you can do one in the fall. That's 2022. You can do one in the spring, 2023.
Fiscal year 2023.
Fiscal year, not our. It's an annual year, like the actual calendar year. Fiscal year goes from July to June, but
Okay.
it's not the fiscal year. IRS counts calendar years.
Right.
So we can do one each calendar year.
Okay.
Okay, so if you do one in 2022, you can do one in 2023.
Nice.
All right. We can do two that way. But if you're a youth group leader and you are interested in doing a fundraiser with Keep Roswell Beautiful for your group, contact Kathy Lay. I am at the City Hall. You can call City Hall and ask for Kathy Lay. You can email me. You can go to our Facebook page, Keep Roswell Beautiful, New Mexico, not Georgia.
Yes.
Keep Roswell Beautiful. Go to the Facebook page. You can message me there. I have information with flyers about the fundraiser. I would love to hook your group up with a fundraiser.
I got to tell you, you've mentioned a few times about the grant that you'd received.
Yes.
There could not be a better use for this money than putting it in Miss Kathy Lay's hands, because you are one of the most motivated and driven people I've ever met. You hit the ground.
Fun.
You hit the ground like with Sonic the Hedgehog legs that are just spinning. It's amazing how much you get a little and you give so much. So I mean, it's just awesome to see that this group and this program is in such capable
We're
hands.
so grateful to the New Mexico Department of Tourism Clean and Beautiful Grant.
Absolutely.
That's where we're getting. And the city does do a match with this as well. They do partial match. So some of the things that we're doing are from that match that we get. The volunteers count, the Excel Energy giving us light bulbs, the Hispano Chamber, the Roswell Daily Record does those little ads that say Keep Roswell Beautiful, those little filler ads and stuff, and they do stories about it. You guys do stuff. Did you know that my time here counts towards the community buy-in to our project?
Oh, really?
And the fact that you guys are sharing this and publicizing this and letting us, I know it's a public service announcement. I'm not selling anything. I'm giving things out, but it still is really important what you guys do for us. So I'm really grateful.
I gotta ask. I got a personal request. I don't know if this is still a thing, but it was one time, and I won one, and this is why it's so significant.
Okay.
Y'all got to bring back the Keep Roswell Beautiful Awards.
Oh.
Do you remember this?
No, I do not.
So years ago, they used to do the Keep Roswell Beautiful Awards, and what it was on a little wood plaque, with like a gold nameplate, was a little like mini trash can.
Okay.
It was just like a little trophy with like a little trash can, but it was the Keep Roswell Beautiful Award. And I think the station I was working at the time, we won one year. There's a lot of ones in that sentence. But it was such a cool thing. And I don't know if like CRM could design something like that or if there's a group, but that would be awesome. It's basically groups, people in the community who have, given back to keeping Roswell cleaner, greener, more beautiful.
I see.
Homeowners associations, things like that. And it's just Keep Roswell Beautiful would use those to honor, different people in the community.
To thank them for their support and their help in doing these projects and things. How interesting!
Bring that back. I would
That's
love
interesting.
To see those.
Well, somebody else gave me an interesting idea. I don't know how people would respond to it and be interested in it. But they also did something similar where they had like a little sign that they had made that said "Yard of the Month."
Yes.
Or our beautification project of the month, and they would put the little sign in the yard, and then they would take a picture of it, and it'd be featured on the page. And they had some.
Have you talked to Miss Linda and Artesia?
No.
So Miss Linda's the one who runs the Keep Artesia Beautiful.
Okay.
And they do that. They do the Yard of the Month.
How interesting!
It really is an effort in neighborly shame.
Oh my gosh!
I always love going on those because they show off the Yard of the Month, and they're really beautiful, pristine, well kept yards.
Oh my gosh! I was looking at some of the ones from somebody that had shown me like that, and it was from some other group that they had seen it, and they sent me a picture of their Facebook page. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Artesia, but that was the kind of the thing I was thinking. I started driving around, and I started seeing all these amazing yards, and I'm going, I don't know if I could choose a yard. They'd have to submit the yards, but then I'm like, I'm not voting on that.
It's just, I know I have a guilty conscience, so those pictures. Look at that. I'm like, I suck. I'm never going to be Yard of the Month material.
No, I live out in the middle of nowhere. I'm at the end of a dirt road, right? My yard butts up against our mule pasture. The mule comes to our front yard. It's like My yard is not pristine and beautiful.
Nobody can keep a nice yard when you got some ass coming in and messing your grass up all the time.
All around. I'm not going to say what, but right? Yeah.
That's right. Well, Miss Kathy, you do so much for the community. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you.
Keep moving. We're you got our support 100%.
Thank you.
We'll definitely be out there at these. I cannot wait until next Saturday. That's gonna be a fun event.
The First Responders Batch this Saturday.
Yes. The Science
and Art Festival next Saturday.
And then the Community
Cleanup the next Saturday.
Absolutely.
Boom, 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 boom.
So a run of some very clean events.
Yes.
Again, if folks want more information, you can find Keep Roswell Beautiful on Facebook.
Yes.
All the info that you need to know. Miss Kathy, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you back here next time. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. 12 minutes away from 10 o'clock. Let's get you up to date with